Hey guys, today's Monday, July the 31st of 2023, and I wanted to go over the geometry of nat gas. So I'm focusing on this range of this low of 2020 all the way to this high, and this is what I call the battle zone. And I just wanted to see where we are in regards to geometry. Taking this low, and this is, mind you, scale chart at 45 degree. You can see that we haven't even kissed this angle. So it's very weak, and we already know that. We're approaching this 1x2 right here. And this is from a 45-degree angle from this high of August the 23rd at the 10:02. We're approaching that. This is the Gann square. You can see that this level right here has been support. It's like pretty much the 250, 249. There's resistance up here of 284, and this is squaring the range from this low to this high. This is where we're at. So we're finding support here, but you know, these are closes, and if we go like this, and you can kind of zoom in here, you see how it's finding support, and that's the 284. We went as high as 287. So we'll see how that's going to play out. But the square, the Gann grid, squaring the range, very key to finding key support and key resistance. So this is the from this low of the February. You can see that we've been kissing this line right here, and we've been failing it. But that's not as important as this one, the low. This is the 45. You can see that we are now below that, you know, which is a 30, 45, and this is the 60 angle. We were right below it, and that's showing signs of weakness. It would be nice if we could cross above the 45. It'll be in a stronger position according to Gann's theory. But so far, it's not looking too good here. So it's a little on the weaker side of this, which is a little concerning. Squaring the range now from this high to this current low. There's this angle that we are going to be approaching soon. We'll see what's going to happen when we hit that angle. And then this is a vector point right here. And this is key level over here. Squaring it from the current range. This is the bigger range. This is the current range. And then you can even go fractal from this range to this high here. But so far, that's what, you know, we're seeing here. The ellipse, I think there's nothing there. Although from this low to this high squared, the scale, I'm sorry, we're just about to pop out of the circle of the ellipse. So let's see what's going to happen there. And that's from here. That's finding support. The pitchfork, as you can see, we've been trying to hold that angle. This is very important. If we close below that angle and don't regain it, it's not positive. It's not good. But so far we're holding it. We're grinding very, you know, slowly holding that angle, very slowly, trying to, you know, grind higher. But we close below it. That's not good. Advance and support resistance. As you can see from this current range, this 258 has been a key level around there. Obviously resistance 229 all the way to 302. Another advanced support here. You can see the resistance is that 268. And we're kind of just chopping around there. Support 235. I remember seeing the point of control 233, 235. And then the last thing is the Fibonacci. I think I was using the major scale here. There was a possible volatility, increased volatility, 717. And you can see if you see that spike or that pop that went as high as 287 around there. Then it came back down, or maybe less. These are closes 275. Okay, so this is my Elliott wave chart that I use. And this is an alternative count. And these are closes. So this is not, you know, high and low. This is mostly closes. So we got a wave 5 here. 1, 2, 3. And if this count is correct, the alternative, there's a 4 coming, which is 239, which makes sense if we're going to, you know, Tuesday, if it's going to be a big down day. It's realistic that it could probably kiss these levels, 239 all the way to 230. That's a nice little support area. If you can see the closes right here. And then for a wave 5, going all the way to 318. Is there another wave 5? There's another wave 5 coming up here of 367. I don't think there's any more. So those are the two projections in regards to wave 5s, 368 all the way to 318, assuming that this is, a wave 5 alternative count. We already hit a 3 on June the 30th. We'll see how that's going to play out. Next thing I wanted to show you is Fibonacci. So from this high to this low, you can see that we're hovering and dancing around the 61.8, which is 262. Remember 262, 263, midpoint, my other charts in my other video, very key level. We've been bouncing off the 50%, which is 250. So that's a strong support. And if we close below all these little X's, I could indicate that maybe there's more downside. But so far we're holding. We're bouncing off of these. We got the 50%. We're oscillating between the 61.8 Fibonacci level. Do I got too many Gann stuff here? No. So this is more of Gann's like timing and his numbers. And you can see, so the red ones are, and I kind of adjusted this because what I had before wasn't kind of working. I'm still kind of back testing this one, but I'm adjusting the one, which is the red ones for the low. And I'm using the April 14 low. And these are, spitting out timing vectors out into the future. So you can see that we got the 21, 34, 45. We got a 72, and I'm using trading day and calendar day. So what can I dissect out of here? A couple of things. Linear regression channel is pointing down, the short term on the daily chart. And we're kind of having a tough time here. This linear regression channel. Also, there's a 360 coming in August the 17th. So keep an eye on that. Put a marker on there. And this is from the high of August 23 of 2022. 360. Gann was an advocate for the circle. He used geometry with trading, and I follow in his footsteps. So when I see 360, it's very important for me. So keep that in your radar. As you can see, we hit 72, and this is, I believe, let me make sure. I believe this is trading day. Yeah, I believe this is trading day right here. If I'm wrong, it's calendar day. So we're hitting a 72. We just hit it July the 28th. And then it's pretty much open space between the low and the August 23rd high. The next important thing to look at will be August the 17th, which would be the 360. Now, using the ellipse technique, you can see that right here at the end of the ellipse technique, it bounced and then it had a hard, sell off. And now we're entering, you can see the beginning point here. Now we're entering into this ellipse technique, which will be August 3rd. So remember, August 2nd, big down day. Sometimes it could come ahead. Sometimes it's on that day. And sometimes it's like after. So keep an eye between the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Increased volatility. What direction is going to go? We don't know. I'm assuming it's going to go higher, but you never know. But the volatility is increasing between those 3 days. And statistically, August 2nd is an ugly down day. So those are the little things you need to pay attention and have notes when you're trading natural gas. This is a strong level right here. So keep an eye on that. These are targets I'm using, from these highs. It's possible we pop, which, makes sense, the 90 degree up here. Anything else I wanted to show you? I think that's it, but I wanted to show the alternative wave count just in case we flush down Tuesday. It could be a possible wave 4 and then to build up for a wave 5. Leaning that August is going to be very bullish using the seasonality. The only monkey wrench here is the daily cycle is topping out or just topped out right now, which is, one of the things where it's going like this and then it goes down. So is natural gas going to follow the daily cycle? We know the weekly cycle is up, from June to 12th. So it's one of those things we got to see price action. But I showed you earlier in the geometry, it's not in a great position in the scale chart, with the 45 degree. So it's very on the weaker side. Once you could get above the 45 degree, then things will start looking nicer. Okay, so this might be my last clip I wanted to show you. There's nothing here. There was a timing point here, but really nothing really happened. Well, maybe you could say a nice little pop came up. There's nothing coming out into the future. This one's interesting. So this is the Andrews pitchfork. You can see that we're battling out, and I showed you this early in the other chart, but you can see it a little more. And you can see that from here to these points, this line, it's geometry. So it's interesting. Something might be happening very soon, and we know August 2nd, 1st, 2nd. There's a lot of clusters of things that are bullish and bearish and even unknown. So as long as we can stay above holding this Andrews angle here, and maybe kiss the 50 and be above it, things will be looking good. But so far we are a little on the weaker side. Let's see. I don't know. What's this? Let's see. We could minimize this. Well, this is probably Fibonacci, Gann speeds. Not Gann speed. Here you go. I just had to move it. This is the Fibonacci range retracement, and it's hanging around the 61.8, which is at 262. So yeah, that makes sense. This one I'm back testing, but this one right here is a mirror cycle, and that is June the 30th. It kind of topped out here, and then this cycle is going down. But you know what? Take this with a grain of salt. I'm not really too confident with it. I look at more the Gann swing, and Gann swing is still positive here, but however, it's a little negative over here, which adjusts more to real-time price action. And I believe this is a weekly chart. Yep, I think I've been showing you all weekly charts here. So let's see. And then the Gann speed lines, you can see that we're just oscillating at the 200%, which is that 261 right here. Just kind of been going sideways here. Anything else here? This is the Gann speed lines from the low. And we found support at the 3/4, 248. And now we're just kind of hovering at least above the 259. So if we could get at least to the 1/4, 270, and the 1/2, 280, and get above here, this angle right here, it will be very positive. It'll be at a stronger position to have the potential to push higher and maybe test that 302. I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. So that's it for my geometry chart. Hopefully this helped out, but conclusion, I think we're just a little bit on the weaker side. So that's about only thing concerning in regards to geometry. Hopefully, we get a nice little pop in August and start moving and grinding higher. And once we could get above the 45 degree, that's going to give us confirmation that we're more on a stronger position in regards to geometry. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on natural gas.